Lincoln Lodge here in Chicago, Illinois. Give it up for the Lincoln Lodge. Oh, the home of mental health. The home where people go to get fixed. I am your host. I'm Dr. Elias Fix Me. Thank you very much for being here. For the listeners at home, we are doing a show in front of friends only. Yeah, give it up yourself. People who are familiar with the show, support the show, and no one else. No strangers, no one new. I won't have it. This is an exclusive event. So I'm so glad that you're here. And on one side of the room, this is great. I don't have to worry about my periph. I focus. You're all here. This is excellent. So you all know how this show goes. All I'm trying to do is help this world out, one person, one issue at a time. Which is why I have a doctorate in radio and television broadcasting, with a specialization in tabloid talk shows. Now you may wonder, why would anyone study tabloid talk shows? Well, that's because my heroes are the likes of Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Steve Wilkos, who spun off from Jerry Springer. We've got Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, Phil Donahue, Geraldo Rivera, even Oprah. Because they spent their careers helping people. Each new episode of their show, they would transform the lives of someone new. And I thought to myself, well, hey, why can't I do that? So that's why I have this show here at the Lincoln Lodge, and my amazing producers who connect me with people all over the world to learn who they are, what ails them, and how I may be able to help them. Now, our opening act was accurate in his assessment of the show. Nothing about this show is prepared. I love my producers, but all they ever give me is the name of my first guest and what ails them. So I don't know who I'm going to meet. I don't know what bothers them. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to help them. Fixing them is not a guarantee tonight. But what is meeting them and learning about them. Yeah, we'll just go from there and wing it. So give it up for winging it. Yeah! Oh, you know what? Before I bring them out, I need to remind the audience. I forget that with live shows, you guys have the rare opportunity to participate in this show at your discretion. Now, being a live audience, I want you to know this is a safe space for you to express your truth. If any of my guests on this stage say something that is something you agree with, something that you feel is true in your heart too, feel free to cheer. Chant their name if you feel so compelled. And conversely, if they say something that you just feel is horrible, just absolutely disgusting, feel free to boo. Cheers and jeers. Dr. Fix Me welcomes them both. And I want you to, I know a lot of audiences here at the Lincoln Lodge, they don't want to heckle. They've seen the videos on YouTube. They know that you pay a price for heckling, but here, I welcome it. I encourage it. I want you to feel safe, that you can scream, hoot, and holler, and make all kinds of noise. Let your opinions be known. Now, I want to give you a practice run. Now, this is a time for you to just, for example, how would you react if I said something offensive about your mother? How would you react? Boo! That is an appropriate response. Yes, boo. Yeah. Did I hear
I agree.
Oh, you agree? Okay. Well, I think that indicates more about your relationship with your mother than does the show. So, excellent. So good. Now that we've got your boos out of the way, feel free to continue to boo or cheer, however you feel. Give it up for Safe Spaces, huh? Yeah! And with that, we are going to bring out our first guest. Looks like my producers have given me a paper here that says Mason Riblet, whose ex-wife stole something from him. Welcome, Mason Riblet, to Dr. Fix Me. Yeah! Hi there, Mason. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Oh, excellent. Excellent. You seem to be in good spirits.
Oh, I take that back. I'm pissed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
You're okay. So I completely misread you.
Yep.
So tell me, Mason Riblet, why you're pissed because your ex-wife stole something from you?
Ex-wife stole my duck.
Your duck.
Here's what happened. I have this prize duck that I bring to 4-H every year, and it's been winning for years.
Oh.
Ex-wife, not going well, stole my duck.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
my duck.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough, Mason. I see that you're revved up. You're riled up. And I'm glad that you're here. I want you to know this is a safe space for you to express your truth, you express your anger and your frustration.
Good.
I'm curious to know about this duck.
I
understand what 4-H is. That's like an agricultural fair where people show off
Yeah, people come from all over with their ducks, and they put them against my duck, and I keep winning.
Oh, I see. So how do... I'm curious.
There's other events, but I only care about the ducking.
Is this anything like the Westminster Dog event where they
Yep, we're feeding the ducks and making sure that they're all good and square.
You made a gesture like it was groping, like you were groping the
Have you watched the Ducks or Dogs? They're grabbing these ducks' nuts and grabbing their wings.
It's very invasive. That
yeah, they're up in these ducks.
Okay, so ducks, they get up in the ducks.
Yep.
And what? Can you tell me what qualifies? What are the what's the rubric for a good duck? What are they looking for?
They're looking for a good square duck.
Square duck.
Good square duck. Dark colored. Long neck. Yep.
Okay, colors.
And it's got to be of good etiquette.
Good etiquette? What does that mean?
I'd love to tell you. Now, a good etiquetted duck is one that, like, while you're grabbing it, it's not moving a lot. Okay. When it's doing the obstacle course, it's going 1, 2, 3. It's not 7, 5, 4. It's not fucking up.
It's going in order.
It's a polite duck.
Oh.
Not very loud, but when you get bop, it'll squeak at you.
Oh, okay. So listen,
it follows commands. Yep.
When you grope a duck, is it supposed to squeak?
I'd squeak if I was groping.
Okay. Now, when you say squeak, do you mean quack, or do they emit a different sound?
You call it what you want to call it. I train ducks.
Oh, you do? Okay. So,
yeah, I got a prize duck.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you're.
That's my ex-wife stole.
Oh, I see. Now, do you have? Is this just one duck that you have in your possession, or do you?
I have many ducks, but I have since abandoned them for my prize duck.
Oh,
I trained one duck now.
Okay.
For years, I've been training hundreds of ducks.
Oh, I see. But you really set your focus on this prize duck. This
Yeah.
prize duck.
Fuck those ducks. I got one duck.
Okay. You mean metaphorically, of course, right?
Yeah,
Fuck
of course.
those ducks.
I ain't fucking. What are you talking about?
Well, I
ain't fucking no duck.
I just want to understand where you're coming from.
That's how you get disqualified.
People have been disqualified for fucking ducks?
How do you think they have that rule? Just guessing it might happen?
I just assumed it was implied, they're like, okay,
I mean, originally it probably wasn't a rule, and then somebody out there left it up.
Mason,
yep.
You prize this duck, this is your favorite duck of all the ducks.
It's my best duck.
Do you have a name for this duck?
I sure do. Quacky.
Quacky? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've trained hundreds of ducks. I can't give them all deep, important names. I was like, yeah, this is Quacky. And then, Quacky's out there. We'll see how he does. And then all of a sudden, this fucking duck keeps winning. I can't rename him James Waternoose III. His name's Quacky.
I see. So you gave him a name just kind of dismissive, like, oh, it's just Quacky. But
yeah, I had 11 ducks.
He became a prize duck.
Yeah, I had 11 ducks out there, and Quacky kept winning. He won martial arts.
Martial arts?
He won martial arts. He won racing. He won boating.
Wow, there's so many events.
There's a bunch of events.
Okay, so I'm curious to know, how do you know it was your ex-wife that stole your duck? Like,
who else would steal my prize duck?
Well, I don't know. I'm asking you.
Well, okay.
Is there anyone else? Do you have any enemies at this 4-H?
Everybody loves me.
Oh, okay. Your ex-wife.
Yeah, except my ex-wife. I don't know what her fucking problem is, but stole my duck. Okay. Here's how I know it's her.
All right.
She always wears this dumbass red ribbon in her hair, and so I go back out to my wagon where I keep Quacky. He's got his own wagon.
Oh, it's a
big red wagon.
All right.
So I go out to my wagon and I'm looking for Quacky. Hey, Quacky, we gotta get training, gotta get lifting. And so I go back there and Quacky is gone. But guess what I see?
A red ribbon?
A fucking red ribbon.
A red ribbon?
Yeah.
You almost like over fun there.
I was copying you. You said ribbon.
Fair enough. A red ribbon. Okay, so you found a red ribbon that was evidence, and I'm curious to know about your relationship with your ex-wife. How long were you married, Mr.
We were married for, man, she's gonna get pissed if I don't know. 8 years.
Okay. So,
8 years.
Hey, not a decade. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And it sounds like if you were married for that long time, this person must have had a deep impact.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were with me the whole time I was training all these ducks, and like, this is stupid. It's never gonna pay off. And sometimes it did, and most of the time it didn't. But then I get Quacky going, and we had just broken off May 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months before. I don't know. But Quacky came after. So I was with her.
How many months have you been divorced? Did you say months, or how long has it been since you've been married?
Okay, here's the timeline. So we were together for 8 years. We broke off at a certain point.
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11-ish months later, I get Quacky. Quacky and I have been going for a year or two.
Okay.
He keeps winning all these matches we go to.
So while you're married, you develop this relationship with your prize duck, Quacky.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm getting this right. I want to make sure I'm
I have a
following all
relationship with my prize duck.
Yeah, a professional one, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're partners.
Yes, and it seems like this might have been a root of like division between the two of you.
I mean, I don't know. We had some interpersonal. I'm not the best communicator. I'm all about ducks. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm working on my career, training these ducks,
Okay.
and maybe I was a little neglectful.
Okay.
And I'll take some responsibility. It's not all on her. She sucks, but it's on me. I get it. Some of it's on me.
Okay.
So
She sucks, but it's on you.
some of it.
Okay.
So yeah,
And what is her name?
Doreen.
Doreen. Okay, and tell me about Doreen. Like what? Who? I know. I understand that some. It doesn't sound like this relationship ended amicably. It sounded like. Can I ask, at the risk of sounding insensitive, who divorced who?
Well, she divorced me,
Okay.
but I quickly agreed, so I called mutual.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I understand. Okay, and
So I changed my answer. I did it.
Upon further reflection, it was also your idea.
Yep.
You also agree. Okay.
Yep.
And Doreen, can you tell me Tell me about Doreen. What I would like to know. I mean, surely it can't all be sour grapes between the two of you. What attracted you to Doreen in the first place?
I mean, she is a fiery woman, and that gets me going.
Okay.
So I mean, that's what attracted me to her. She's a powerful, fiery woman.
Okay.
And that's who I wanna walk alongside with.
Oh.
So that's what grabbed me. But at a certain point, it's just difficult to keep on my ducks when.
It seemed like you came to an impasse where you had to choose between your ducks and Doreen.
It felt like an ultimatum.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There wasn't one given.
Okay.
Because that would be ridiculous.
Oh, all right. So
And unfair.
Yes. All right. So I see. And you think that Doreen stole Quacky? What?
I know she stole Quacky.
Well, okay. You have.
Everybody loves me.
You have the red ribbon. You have the red ribbon, or at least you saw it. Do you still have the red ribbon in your possession? Or?
I left it where it was. I didn't put any fingerprints on it.
I see. Okay.
She probably reaching with Quacky. He's a fighter because he won martial arts, by the way.
Right. Which martial art? I'm curious to know.
Huh?
Which martial art? I'm
Duck
curious.
martial art.
Oh, okay.
They're not different forms.
I
He's
didn't
a
know it was
duck.
like a kung fu or a kenpo or taekwondo.
I mean, he's very winged. Heavy on the wing moves.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so his wings are clipped.
They're not clipped.
I know like some pet owners will clip the wings of their birds.
I mean, you would do that if you want more of a square duck, but Quacky's a perfectly square duck. He's born that way.
I see.
Very square duck.
Excellent. All right. Well, my producers are look. I'm glad that you're here, and thank you for coming to me with your problem. I want to know, now that I know what your problem is, what solution are you looking for? If this episode goes the way that you're looking, the way that you want, how does this end for you?
I get my fucking duck back.
Okay, I see. Is there
Quacky
anything
and I
else?
go home together.
Okay, so you get to go home with Quacky. Is there
Yeah.
anything else that you're looking for out of this episode? Is there anything else that I can help
If we
you with?
could somehow talk to my ex-wife and I want her to look me in the eye and say, I took Quacky, I'm
You
sorry.
a confession and an apology.
Yeah.
Okay.
A confession, I'll
At
be fine
least.
with. An apology would be right as rain.
All right. So knowing what you're looking for helps me understand what target I need to hit
Great.
tonight, because this helps me know what to fix. So my producers have this keen ability with connecting people all over the world, and I think we may be able to see the other side of this story. Because as we all know, there's more than one side to every story, and my producers have connected me. Oh, you're in luck.
Am I?
Mason. Yes, you are, because it looks like we do have Doreen. Please welcome Doreen, your ex-wife. Welcome, Doreen.
Riblets, you dirty duck diddling son of a bitch!
Oh,
Yeah!
Yeah!
How dare you bring me on this show in front of all these people to talk about that goddamn duck?
Is my ex-wife here or am I just having a nightmare?
Oh, you
That sounds like a nightmare you requested. This is you wanted her here, did you
I
not?
want Quacky here, that's all I want.
Oh, he wants Quacky? Oh, what a surprise!
Yeah!
Welcome, Doreen, to Dr. Fix Me.
Thank you.
I thank you for being here. I can see that there's clearly tense feelings between the two of you. But now Mason tells me that he's lost his duck Quacky, and he suspects you of stealing it.
Oh, no.
She is fucking with you hard right now. You better fight back.
Quacky's gone.
So Doreen, tell me about your relationship with Mason and also Quacky. Can you give me what's your side of the story?
Well, Mason and I met, 10 years ago?
Shit.
He really wasn't much of a wooer. I kind of just settled for him, if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
He told me he was gonna be the best farmer in town, and now he's just the one with the duck. I wasted all of my good childbearing years on this man, and all he gave me was a bunch of ducks.
Oh, you tried to conceive? Take your time.
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
This is a safe space to get emotional. This is a safe space for
I'm
that.
sorry, it's very
Tell him
emotional
about
for
our
me.
conception attempts.
They were wildly unsuccessful, Dr. Fixmer.
But wow.
But they were wild nonetheless.
They were wild, I guess.
Okay, sounds like they were as wild as they were unsuccessful.
Both.
Oh, okay. So, well, Doreen, you had, I guess, certain expectations going into this relationship. At what point did you realize you were not getting what you wanted out of this relationship? When did it turn sour for you?
Well, it was about 5 years ago. He was going out to work on my daddy's farm every day. Daddy fired him because he stopped showing up to work, and all he did was talk to the cows all day. He didn't do any of the baling. He didn't do any of the haling. He didn't do any of the feeding. He didn't do any of the graining. All the things that you do on a farm, he didn't do.
Wow.
I'm busy ducking.
Ducking? Well, it sounds like you were, according to Doreen, you were talking to the cows. What do you mean talking to the cows? Can you elaborate on this, Mason?
Shall I? Would you like to?
No, I think you can go ahead and talk about
I was
the cows.
talking to the cows because you know what animal's been in competition for decades? Ducking cows.
Okay.
If I'm gonna get a secret about ducking, it's gonna come from cows.
I see. So, are you saying that you were talking to the cows to get some insight on how to better train Quacky?
I'm trying to become a cow whisperer.
My daddy lost his farm because he was a whispering to the milk cows.
Well, now, so it sounds like you were trying to diversify your strength, not just training ducks in 4-H.
No, I'm a duck man.
Okay.
But cows have some secrets that they can through osmosis send to me that I can apply to my ducks.
Okay, can you give me an example of? Were you able to gather anything from the cows?
I mean, they didn't whisper back, and I didn't get much. I'm not much of a cow whisperer.
I see.
I'm an amateur cow whisperer.
I see. It sounds like you were able to whisper to the cows, but they didn't.
Yep, they didn't give me nothing. But you know, you can garner some things by just seeing how they walk and stuff like that. Cows are extremely square.
Dr. Fix Me, I've wasted my entire life.
I don't know if 10 years quantifies.
Are you listening to this man? He spent half of our marriage whispering to cows, and the other half, I don't know exactly what your relationship with Quacky was. It seemed more than professional.
Quacky's the best.
You do seem to hold Quacky in high esteem above your ex-wife. I mean, goodness gracious. Doreen, I empathize with you. I can see how you come into a relationship with expectations. You think you're going to start a family, and you try to have kids. And little do you know that he's a feckless farmhand. I'm sorry, but I gotta call him like a
I need my duck.
He's one bad mother ducker, I'll tell you what.
We got a match in a week.
So despite a match, what kind of match do you have at 4-H?
We got a duck match.
Oh, okay. Is this like where does he spar or fight against another duck?
This one's a racing match.
Oh, a racing match.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what kind of race. Is it like a sprint or is it like a marathon?
Yeah, it's a duck sprint. So there's
sprint.
11 ducks on this track, pre-set up track. It's like a miniature circle.
For listener at home, Doreen is rolling her eyes at the description of a duck race.
And then there's a there's a duck call, and then the ducks run, sprint around, and they got to do 500 laps.
500 laps? That doesn't seem like a sprint. That does seem like a marathon. 500 laps?
Have you seen these ducks run?
No.
They're sprinting the whole goddamn
I've
time.
never attended a 4-H event.
Quacky is. He's the best.
He hasn't touched me in years.
Okay.
Did you hear him?
Sorry.
Did
Yes.
you hear him?
I see. Yeah, his priorities were clearly outside the marriage here, Doreen. And now, Doreen, I guess look, he may have been the worst husband. He may have been the worst farmhand. But the issue at hand, the only issue that I'm here to fix is helping him reacquire his prized Quacky. Doreen, I gotta ask you flat out, and apologies for being so direct, but did you take Ducky or Quacky?
Oh no.
Again, this is the same response.
Ducky is, what is his name, Quacky? I don't know. I'm so unfamiliar with him, I couldn't even pick him out of the lineup.
Okay, now
Is
this
Do
he
you
has,
hear this bullshit?
yeah, and I'm not buying what she's
no.
selling.
Yeah.
Will he not be able to perform in his little 4-H race? Oh no!
What is your goal here, Doreen? Let us presume, or let us say that you have indeed taken Quacky. What goal? What is the end game here? To what end? What are you trying to do? Just to make Mason suffer, or? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
Dr. Fix Me.
Yes.
Maybe I have taken Quacky. Maybe I haven't. I guess we'll have to decide throughout the end of the night. But here's the thing. If I was going to take Quacky, in fact, I feel like I should write a book about it. If I did take Quacky, here's what I would do.
much like what OJ wrote after.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
I don't know what you're referring to.
I believe we're all familiar in the audience that O.J. Simpson wrote a book after the trial. If I did it, how I would have done
No,
it.
that's something I'm going to do.
What?
That's not a real thing,
Okay.
Ed.
I didn't know that.
And I feel like if he had to, if it would be to leave more suspects than the one. I feel like that would be the key.
So if I took Quacky, here's
Yes.
how I would have done it.
Okay.
I know that this mother ducker is out early in the morning. He's doing his stretches for himself because if he can't be stretched, the ducks can't be stretched.
No, they cannot.
So he starts early at sunrise and he's doing his twists and he's doing his squats, and at that point, Quacky is just waking up. He's sitting all square and snug in his little bug in a rug little thing, and I creep up and I grab that little gate and I go in and I just grab Quacky underneath because, oh, he's such a good duck. He'll let anybody hold him. Haven't you seen how he'll let anybody grab his nuts and hold him?
Is Quacky known to squeeze when he will reach into his undercarriage?
Ducky's got the best etiquette.
I
Best
would
etiquette?
grab
Etiquette
that
duck?
little
Yeah.
black duck and I'd put him in my Kroger tote bag
Oh.
and I would run away. And maybe, just because I am a bit of a rascal, I might leave a little something to let you know that I was there.
Oh, I think that all of this was purposeful.
Do I have to
Doreen,
remind you
did-
exactly what happened?
Yeah,
But I
Doreen, did
didn't
you
do it.
indeed leave a red ribbon from your hair on the ground so that he would know it was you? And you know
Come
what?
on.
I think Doreen, I hate to put you on the spot, but I'm curious to know why. It seems to me, if I didn't know any better, that you were jealous of Quacky.
Oh, shit.
And that only stands to reason. Look, he's obviously giving Quacky more affection. For listener at home, Doreen is standing up.
How dare you?
Dare I? No,
Dare you? You're going to stand here and tell me that I am jealous of a duck?
Well, it always stands to reason. He's giving the duck more attention than you.
What do I look like? Some sort of Disney character to you that I'm going to be jealous of some little duck that gets all of my husband's attention, that gets all the attention from everybody. Everybody loves Quacky. Everybody gets an award for Quacky.
Okay, you're clearly bent out of shape. Please, have a seat. Look, we're clearly at an impasse here. Although I do suspect that it was.
I think she took Quacky.
I think she took Quacky too, but you know what? I think before we progress, we need to pause to reflect on what we've said and think about how we've treated one another. As we take this time to hear a word from our sponsor. As we all know, this is showbiz after all, and the business part of this show is hearing a live read of one of our local sponsors or global sponsors, with whether they have a service or product to provide, or both. So with that, I'd like to bring on my producers who have connected me with Sergio Kunstman with a magnificent real estate opportunity. Yay! Welcome, Sergio, to Dr. Fix Me.
Kunstmann was my grandfather. Yes, have you found yourself wanting for new opportunities and new horizons to expand your life? Are you interested in getting away and living the South Pacific dream of your dreams? Then please join me in this wonderful real estate investment opportunity. Have you all heard of a little thing called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? Yes, it's been in the news.
Oh, is that the island in the Pacific Ocean that is just filled of garbage and it's like about the size of the state of Texas?
Exactly. Everybody's talking about global warming. Oh, we're going to flood and die, and we will have no more islands to live in. We will have an island to live on called the Great Pacific Garbage Island.
Oh, it sounds like, well, many people see this as a symptom of how bad the Earth is or how bad we're treating the Earth. You're seeing this as an opportunity.
This is an opportunity to start a new world in our own vision. We can create a new life how we see fit. If you like ducks or cows, sun.
I think we all like sun. I think that's, yeah.
Tropical vibes and, well, no sandy beaches. We have to work on that part.
Oh, okay. All right.
But if you're interested in investing on this wonderful opportunity, maybe a timeshare, a vacation home, or starting a new world with me in the oncoming apocalypse. It's coming, people. It's coming.
The apocalypse is coming?
We're all going to die, of course.
Well, I mean, we are mortal, so of course that's an inevitability. But
Death comes for us all. But, I mean, modern world, it's clearly on its way out.
oh, you're saying that by our own actions we're helping death come a bit sooner than...
Has nobody been around the last 3 years? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's time to flee, people. Come join me, Great Pacific Garbage Island.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you very much, Sergio Kuntzman. Now, I'm curious to know about this real estate opportunity. Like, are you saying that you're...
I own the whole thing.
Oh!
I swam out there. Oh, I not swam.
You
I
swam?
to my boat.
Oh.
I took my boat.
I see.
And I staked my claim.
You staked your claim on an island of garbage. How does one stake one's claim on garbage?
There's a lot of slapping dolphins.
Slapping dolphins?
Yeah, slapping.
Are you describing the dolphins, or are you saying that you're attacking the dolphins?
They're
with the
smacking the dolphins away from the garbage patch.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's how you stake your claim from the
You
dolphins?
defend your territory, yeah.
Is it a light slap, can I ask? Or
No,
is it a hefty slap?
This is a smack battle. They
Oh.
wanted it.
Oh.
They clearly wanted it.
They're fighting you for garbage out.
Yeah.
So,
You understand.
you had
Yes, I get it. I understand how to discipline animals.
I feel like dolphins are a far stretch from any animal in the 4-H arena, but so you're telling me, Sergio, that you are able to claim this island of garbage, and your only
I took it
competitors?
from the dolphins. They don't have thumbs. It's key. It's crucial.
Oh, of
It's
course.
why we win. It's why we're on top, people.
We are the only species with opposable thumbs. Okay. Now, I'm surprised that no other entrepreneur or other person has tried to stake their claim on this. But you've had no other competition.
Let me put it this way. Elon Musk is a bitch.
Elon Musk is a bitch.
He's a fraud.
Oh.
I took him out in 5 minutes.
I would like you to expand on that.
Well, yeah. What do you mean you took him out and in 5 minutes?
Yes, he did.
In what way?
No, he's not. I don't know. I tossed him to the dolphins. I'm great minds think alike. He saw an investment opportunity. I just happened to see it first.
Oh, you're saying you beat billionaire Elon Musk to the punch regarding taking
That's
ownership. Wow. Now, so I guess you own this island of garbage. How are you going to? How are you selling this?
took
For
it
anyone
and
of
it's
our
mine.
listeners out there in the internet who are listening to this episode or watching on YouTube, how can they invest in this
Well,
real
you
estate
could
opportunity?
contact me. You could contact me after the event, after the show. We could discuss terms. Anybody with large amounts of Bitcoin, Dogecoin, any of those like untraceable cryptocurrencies, yes, that's
Okay.
preferable.
So it sounds like you prefer cryptocurrency.
Of course.
Okay. Now, what can people buy? Is it like a lot of land, like an acre?
Oh,
Are you
well,
selling?
I mean, we have many options. Many options.
Oh, please.
If you want to buy a farm-sized space,
Yes.
yes, we could work on something like that. Something as far as large industrial farm operation, or small little island getaway.
I need a duck training compound.
Perfect for duck. We have water everywhere.
Great.
Oh, all right.
If I could ask a question,
Sure,
so
go
I
ahead.
am really excited about about the idea of having a new farm somewhere else, but I am a little low on crypto these days. Would you hypothetically accept a prize-winning duck for
Again,
payment
Mason,
of
I
the
feel like
farm?
Is this a fucking clue?
I'm picking up what you're
It's all
throwing down.
hypothetical. It's all hypothetical.
No, I think
It's all
Indeed,
She's selling a hypothetical duck?
You know, I say all offers are welcome. We could discuss anything.
Gorgeous.
Anything is available.
Marvelous.
Mr. Kunzman, first of all, am I pronouncing your last name correctly, Kunzman or Kunzman?
Kunzman.
That sounds
Kunzman.
super dirty.
Kunzman.
That
It
doesn't
does.
sound good, Mr. Fisher.
So, Sergio Kunzman,
Family from Chile originally.
Oh.
Family moved there from Germany before, so Kunzman.
from Germany to South America? Now, if there's anything I know about...
No.
Okay.
No.
Because
Chile.
Chile, well, Chile is part of South America,
Of
and I
course.
know that there have been a history of people leaving Germany for South
Everybody goes to the
America.
Nazi thing. Everybody goes to the Nazi. It's not Nazi. Just some simple.
I'll be honest, that is where I went. I'm sorry.
Just simple mountain dwelling Germans who decided they needed to leave.
When did they decide to leave Germany? I'm curious to know. I'm sorry to harp on this, but I gotta know. When did they decide to leave Germany?
Late 30s, early 40s?
Mid 20th century, yes.
20th century?
Mid-20th
Okay.
century.
When the getting was good. Alright. Now, I've been...
Again, everybody goes to the Nazis, especially those Israelis. They always say.
But where do the Nazis go?
Yeah.
No,
So,
everybody received just punishment in Europe. Everybody who left Europe. Anyway, I wasn't born then.
Okay, Sergio, alright, Nazi aside, I want to know more
Not
about...
Nazi.
I
Not
want to
Nazi.
know more about...
Are you asking for a Nazi aside?
No.
Simple German cow farmers. Simple
I have a
German
question
cow
regarding
farmers.
the island of garbage. I mean, that's what it is, right? It's an island.
Great
A
It's-
Pacific.
Nazi-owned island.
if it's anything
Well,
like...
if you are into certain ideologies or worldviews, you know this is a new world. You are able to begin anew in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, is that what you're providing on the island?
No, certainly not.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're
This
saying
is a
that...
home for all people, ducks and cows, human beings.
Okay. Now, this
And
island of
striped.
garbage, I understand when people found a new territory, they give it a name. Like Columbus, when he sailed across, he thought that he had encountered India. That's why he called the natives Indians, because he thought he found India, but it was, in fact, America, or rather the Caribbean islands.
You know, I wouldn't
Give a
be
name for
so
this?
presumptuous as to decide on the name, but I have a lot of, Isla Königsberg.
Isla Königsberg?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds kind of exotic. Isla Königsberg.
As a little homage to my ancestors.
Okay, Königsberg. All right.
Königsberg.
I want to make sure I got that right. Königsberg.
Someone Google that. You gotta know what that shit means.
Yeah, and I hope it is not a Nazi innuendo.
Well, it's a city that no longer exists. so
Oh, okay. So it sounds like maybe like
It
New
would be,
Königsberg.
yes.
Oh, okay. Isla
Königsberg.
Königsberg. All right. So, well, thank you, Sergio. Now, I understand if this
Again,
island
no
is in-
Nazi stuff.
I will try to.
Of course, that's in the pitch.
So this island of garbage. Now, if it's anything like an iceberg, most of it lies underneath the ocean.
This is true. There is actually about 6 to 8 inches of Pacific Ocean water above the garbage.
How hospitable is this island? Can you
You'd be
easily
doing-
live there? Can you build a home?
Everybody, it is a commitment. I'm selling a promise. A promise.
Okay, you're selling a promise. So has anyone built a home there yet?
I lived there, correct.
You do. So you.
When I'm not, most of my time spent traveling the world, selling people on this wonderful new opportunity for a perfect new life in the coming apocalypse.
Okay. It sounds like it almost sounds like you're selling this as a haven from the apocalypse. I know
Indeed.
some people try to burrow underground. They have these I don't know what do you call them, cellars?
Why would you want to live in a
Escape.
nuclear fallout shelter when you
Fallout
could live in a beautiful Pacific paradise?
Oh, okay. That sounds a
For a
bit
small
more
price.
exciting. Lori, do you have a-
What's the price? And are there any rules for this island?
Oh,
Well, yes.
There are rules for the. Is there like a governing body?
We will come up with
is there
You'll
like a
come up with rules.
homeowners association?
There can be.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
honest, right now it's just me. me fighting the dolphins.
Oh, I see. Wait, are the dolphins a constant threat? I'm trying to hear on this.
You know, if it's the sort of it's just a simple principle of a fortified position. You can't defend it alone. You need people.
It sounds like you're not only are you looking for investors, but you're looking for people to help you keep this in your possession.
These fucking dolphins.
Oh,
they want to evolve some feet so bad.
And opposable thumbs, it would seem.
Probably.
All right. Now, what is the starting rate? Do you have like a tiered? Like, what's the introductory rate? If anyone wants to invest,
sliding scale. We'll look at your overall income and financial situation, and go from there.
Oh.
But we're talking, initial investment, a solid 30% of your annual income or something like that.
30% of your annual income?
We need to get, like I said, the whole place is covered in fucking water, man.
I see.
We need to build a foundation.
All right.
Well, we got the foundation, it's the garbage, but rise above.
Under about 6 inches of water.
Yeah.
Under about 6 inches of water, but it seems like okay.
Perfectly fine to wade. Perfectly fine wade.
To wade in this water. All right. Now, if anyone is interested in offering 30% of their annual income to get a lot of land or a plot of trash land, I don't know how to of this island. How can they reach you?
I'm working on terms, but stable trash water.
Trash water.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if anyone wants to invest in this opportunity, how can they reach you, Sergio?
Meet me after the show in a dark corner, or
in a dark corner? Does it have to be dark?
It's,
I'll meet you in a light corner.
Okay. You know what? I like dark corners.
I'm sorry, I don't think he can meet you because he doesn't even have a 10% of an income, 30% of an
All
income.
the winnings go to Quacky. So.
Oh, really? You reinvest your winnings into Quacky?
I heard something about a dozen ducks. That means there's probably 3 or 4 ducks we can work with.
Well.
Probably not Quacky. Sure, you can take it up.
Yes, unfortunately Quacky's no longer in the picture.
In-person meetings, or you can find me online. Just email Great Pacific Garbage Retirement Community.
Great Pacific.
Great Pacific Garbage Retirement Community at
NotNazis.com.
NotNazis.com?
Correct.
Great Pacific Garbage
Someone just go to
Opportunity.
notnazis.com and see what that is.
NotNazis.com.
At NotNazis. I feel like...
I'll be honest, I had to pivot my idea. Originally, it was supposed to be a retirement community for everybody's grandparents. Turns out a lot of them died lately, so...
Right. It's weird that you would have a website, or it sounds like you're connected to a website, notnazis.com. I feel like that's like
yeah. Well, I already own the domain, so...
It sounds like that's a website you would buy early in the .com boom and like, this is going to catch on.
Oh my goodness.
Most people are not Nazis.
Sergio Kunzman, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you. Come find me. Don't forget the email.
Yes. All right, now I want to move on. I want to get back in touch with our guests. Mason, Doreen, I can see that there's clearly a wound here that festers. It is there's a division between the two of you. There's a vast divide between the two of you. And I'm hoping that I can hopefully bridge the gap and return Quacky back to his rightful owner, Mason.
Yep.
But I want to know, Doreen, how are you feeling at this moment?
Well, personally, Dr. Fix Me, I'm feeling a little spotlighted right now. I might be feeling a little attacked because I've been brought on this show and accused of something that I may or may not have done.
Well, I think it is clear that you have done it because each time that you've been accused, you've only been coy, which I think indicates that you have indeed done it.
For instance, if you are a fleeing criminal from evading justice,
Yes.
tribunals and such,
Yes.
perfect new place to live.
Oh, you're saying?
Could you give me an example?
But a Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a new island, a place to start over.
Are you saying that Doreen here has a place to start over in your community? Are you offering her an escape?
It just
from
so
this
happens
dilemma?
that a lot of Germans in the middle of the 20th century needed to find a new place to live.
Okay.
I can't help it. Okay.
You can't help where you come from, and clearly you weren't in Germany during
Remember,
that time.
NotNazis.com.
Yes. I can tell you're about the similar age as I am. You were not born in the you weren't born in that area. You're not from that time. Yes. So you can't help that. You can't help where you're born. You can't help where you come
So
from.
if you've made some mistakes in life, committed some crimes, or maybe made
Everybody loves me.
And you've made maintain that, Mason.
Yeah.
And I have yet, and the only person I've seen who's against you has been your ex-wife, Doreen. But you know what? I don't want you to lose hope here. I'm clearly at an impasse here. I don't know how to fix this situation, but I don't want you to lose hope because we do have someone who can offer better advice than what I can. Please welcome our next guest, our final guest, Detective Dookie Scheiser, private investigator, FBI, CIA, etc. Welcome, Detective Dookie Scheiser. Am I saying that right, Dookie Scheiser?
That is correct, Doctor.
So, Dookie Scheiser, it says here you're a private investigator with. Are you with the FBI, CIA, and etc.?
That's correct, Doctor. I am contracted for all agencies.
Okay.
But I am mostly a private investigator.
Oh, I see. So you're private eye.
But usually I'm hired by the other agencies because of how good of a private investigator I am.
Okay. And so, and correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like your expertise is digging up information.
Animal cruelty.
Oh, specifically in animal cruelty.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so please, Dookie Scheiser, tell me, I guess, what have you unearthed or learned?
It gives me no pleasure to be here today, that's for sure, Doctor.
Oh, you seem very grim and dour. What?
Yeah, it comes with being part of the job.
I see.
It's a rough job out there.
I've heard the phrase, knowledge is pain. It seems like you've acquired a lot of knowledge.
A lot of people think murder, homicide is the hardest department, but you do not understand what humans do to animals.
Oh, are
It is
you
rough.
about to reveal something about Mason?
I don't know if I'm at liberty to discuss in ongoing.
This is a safe
investigation.
space. This is a safe space.
I would have to check with my superior officer. It looks like I'm getting the green light. Okay.
Your superior officer from which
Oh,
department?
there
The
he is. I see
FBI,
him.
the CIA, or etc.
It's actually, this is embarrassing. But my
There's a man in
superior
a
officers-
big trench coat. They gave him a knife.
He just ran
No, they ran out. I think there was 2 kids.
Is your superior officer a trench coat stacked with children inside of
I
it?
can neither confirm or deny that.
Okay. So Dookie Scheiser, please, what do you have to share with us?
Well, are you sure you want to know? Because it's not a pretty story.
Yeah! The audience, they cry for it. We need to know the truth of the matter. What's going on here?
The truth is that prepare your ears because viewer discretion and ear discretion advised. And quite frankly, our office got a tip from one of our informants at the docks, and so we investigated the tip. Went into a shipping container. First, nothing out of the ordinary. Just some hay, just a big old pile of hay. And we thought, all right, nothing here. And of course, we go into the shipping container, further in, and what do we see? Oh dear God! Poor little duck. Hanging on a noose.
Oh, what?
Hanging on a noose, taking his own life.
Wait,
That's right.
you witnessed a duck committing a
No,
suicide?
the suicide was already committed.
Oh, goodness
The duck had been
gracious!
dead for hours by the time we found the body.
Oh, and
Holy
under the
shit.
duck.
were you able to identify this
Small
duck?
roasting body.
Wait, you said roasting
A
body?
small roasting body. That's right.
Was
There
this
was
a
a
cooked
there was a
duck?
tiny fire that was slowly cooking the duck on the ground,
Oh.
and the duck was not fully cooked. Let me tell you.
Oh
It was-
my
so
goodness.
we were able
so
to
this it
preserve.
sounds like less of a suicide, more of a homicide.
No, it was. We could tell what was happening. It was being tortured.
Oh.
It was being. So we did some forensics. The duck was being tortured alive.
Oh,
And
goodness
and
gracious.
it got out of its configuration and it could not get past the hay, and so it decided not to live like that anymore. And it found a little bit of a rope and it took its own little ducky life.
Oh, so after being tortured, it then committed suicide as a way to escape the pain.
That is correct.
Oh my goodness! And were you able to identify the remains?
Our
of-
forensics team has it now, and the only thing we've identified right now is a bunch of human male semen in the butthole.
Oh my God!
Where, like I said, it's still under investigation.
You know what? That sounds like some real Nazi shit.
Listen,
That sounds like some real Nazi shit, and I would know about Nazi
Are you
shit.
not
I'm trying to
listening?
warn you, the animal cruelty department is the roughest department in all of departments. You don't understand.
This sounds horrific. But all right, so horror aside, we understand this duck was tortured, was clearly sexually assaulted. Do we know which duck this was?
Our tooth records indicate that this duck, that we have tiny little look, the animal cruelty department has a wide ass budget, okay? Where do you think your military money is being spent? You think it's being spent on missiles and planes? No.
I did think it was
No,
me.
we are taking teeth from ducks and we are analyzing them, and we can confirm that this duck was Quacky.
Oh my goodness! Are you saying? Are you implicating Mason here as someone who sexually assaulted?
The investigation is ongoing, and as of right now, we have not narrowed down a single or multiple suspects, but we do have multiple people of interest that we are looking into.
So it sounds like not only was Quacky taken from Mason, but it sounds like Doreen. I mean, let's just safe to say. You took Quacky, but then it seems like you lost him, and now he was found to be tortured and sexually assaulted, and then he, after a life of pain, he committed suicide.
I'd like to clarify, the semen that we found...
Before I
we have determined that based on the angle that we have found it, that it was actually...
The angle?
Yeah, there was consent, it seems. So it was a little bit... Yeah, no, it was weird, and it's not appropriate at all, but it was... I wouldn't go so far to say that it was assault.
Wait, hold on. Yes, who indeed. I don't, not that I'm doubting this, but I'm curious to know, how can you determine that a post-mortem duck gave consent
Again, it
to
is
sex with someone who wasn't a duck?
The angle of this.
Wait, and also, you said semen. Was it, what was the species of the semen? Do you know if it was human semen? Is it was it human male? Human male?
Human male.
Okay. And do you know which human male?
We have our suspicion.
Okay.
Man, it sounds like people
gotta ask
really
you,
got
Mason,
a good way.
Mason, I'm so sorry to ask you this, and I can't believe I'm asking you this. Mason, are you a duck fucker? You can't answer. You know what? I take all the time you need.
It's okay, duck fuckers would be welcome in the Pacific
Isla Konigsberg?
Isla Konigsberg.
Konigsberg.
Yes.
Mason?
You could start Duck Fuck City.
Did you say Duck Fuck City?
Yes.
When you find the perfect duck,
You're not digging yourself out of this. There's no redeeming quality. There's no redeeming quality.
I had sex with Quacky.
No! You heard it here. No! Mason, how could you?
Our office will be taking this as evidence.
Okay. All right. Now, Detective Doogie Schreiser, you heard it from our first guest.
That's
He
right.
admits to it. But I gotta know, Mason.
And we will be playing this podcast in a court of law.
Oh, this will be admissible in court?
That's absolutely correct.
Okay, well remember, not Nazis. Not Nazis.
We
No
need to
Nazis.
make it clear that our sponsor is not a Nazi. He just couldn't help when he was born. Where he was born.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people like him in government, so.
Oh, I see. Okay. So Mason, thank you for sharing your truth here. Thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, thank you.
I know that this couldn't have been easy for you, and it's been very. Oh my goodness.
Was not.
I'm curious to know, was Quacky the only duck? Your hesitation belies the truth.
When
No.
when you spend so much time
No, there's no justification for this, Mason.
with ducks,
You son of a bitch!
Doreen, I would say you didn't steal Quacky. You saved him. It sounds like you saved him. I'm sorry, Mason, but it seems like regardless of what your relationship with Quacky was, regardless of what you did, there's no way we're gonna get Quacky back. Quacky killed himself.
Quacky's in a better place, that's for sure.
Oh, certainly less worse. Yes. Applaud the death of Quacky. Oh my goodness, the sweet release of Quacky. Oh my God. So I'm curious to know, Detective Doogie Schreiser, what's to be done with Mason here?
Well, you know, the wheels of justice turn slowly, but they do turn. And now that we have a fresh, we have basically a confession.
Yes.
Well, we've got officers ready to take him right after the show's over.
Oh, are there officers waiting outside?
We got
us
the
right
same-
now?
Hey, guy with the trench coat coming back.
Oh, the trench coat!
Oh, get off me! Get off me! Get off me!
Mason is being escorted off by two children cops in a trench coat. Our first guest was just escorted off stage. I've never had that happen before. That's a first for Dr. Fix Me. Oh my goodness, Doreen, what are you experiencing right now?
I am in shock. Dr. Fix Me, I'm going to be honest, this couldn't have possibly gone worse.
And let this be a message to any of you other duck fuckers out there.
Wait, are there others?
Oh, we will find you.
Oh my God.
And we will arrest your ass.
Oh my goodness.
It's just a reminder, though, that if you like to live a certain lifestyle, there's a place for you in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So just contact me.
It sounds like you're providing not only a real estate opportunity here, Sergio, but a safe haven.
A place to go.
A place to go. You know what, Doreen? I feel like you dodged a serious bullet. Maybe there was a reason you couldn't conceive, and maybe there was a
You should never say that before.
But I feel like you're better off. You're better off, Doreen. But you know what? I feel like I gotta wrap this up. There's clearly no fixing Mason. There's clearly no fixing Mason. Mason's out of the picture. He's off the stage. For the listener, he's left the room, escorted by two children cops wearing a giant trench coat. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you very much, our expert detective, Dookie Scheiser. Thank you very much.
Pleasure to be of service.
Yeah, without your help, we wouldn't have been able to get our first guest.
And can I just say, the next time you're at a park or maybe just near a pond and you see a couple ducks, just say hi, or maybe just grab a couple breadcrumbs and just give them a little toss, because you never know what the ducks are going through.
Really? I've always seen signs that say don't feed the ducks, but you're saying
Oh.
we should feed the ducks?
I mean, if you think you're responsible and you can handle like small little duck-sized little pieces, and you're not gonna choke the duck, then yeah, go ahead and ignore that sign.
Oh, okay, I guess. All good things in moderation. Well, thank you very much, Detective Dookie Scheiser. Sergio Kunzman, thank you very much. This episode wouldn't be possible without our sponsor. Is there anything you would like to say as we wrap this up?
Just invest in a new life. Come see me. Whatever your interests may be, we can maybe accommodate you. And also, just nice to meet you, sir. Nice
To meet you too.
It's been nice to meet me. Either of you.
And Doreen, thank you very much. You know, I was quick. I apologize. I was quick to assume you were the villain in this situation. I was quick to assume that you were in the wrong, but it seems like you saved Quacky from further suffering. So thank you, Doreen.
Doctor, I want to apologize too. I'm going to be honest. I take responsibility. I came in hot. I came in real
Understandably
hot.
so.
And that's why he fell in love with me, because I'm just so fiery.
You do. You have a fiery disposition.
That is
a
me.
passion.
I am fiery, but I didn't realize what my actions could have done. I thought maybe it could have gotten him from a life that he was leading. And I wish more than anything that he could have had better last moments. So if you could give me his little burned duck body, I would love to put him under a bench or something.
Is it possible?
Something really
Can we
beautiful.
return the remains of Quacky to his former owner's ex-wife?
Technically, Quacky is evidence, but
Oh.
I will be able to. I'll talk to him.
Hey,
Hold on now. I'll pull some strings. I know a couple
Oh,
guys
you
and
could?
folks.
You might be able to pull some strings and return Quacky back to
Look,
Doreen?
anything's possible with the animal cruelty department.
Well, Doreen, I can't fix our first guest. He's beyond fixing. He's off to jail or prison or wherever duck fuckers go. So I gotta say, in the very least, Doreen, you have been fixed. That's our show. Oh, give it to our experts, Ali Kahn. Our sponsor, Aaron Sara Costello, and Miles Potter. My name is Michael Kim Lewis.
This has been Dr. Fix Me. Today's episode is performed by Miles Potter, Sara Costello, Aaron Kohan, and Ali Kahn. Dr. Fix Me theme song written and performed by Allison Miller. Enjoy the show? Let us know at drfixmeshow@gmail.com. You can follow Dr. Fix Me on TikTok and Instagram at Dr. Fix Me, and on Facebook at Dr. Fix Me Show. Watch live episodes of Dr. Fix Me on YouTube. Rate and review Dr. Fix Me on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your audio entertainment. Editing, production, direction, and Dr. Fix Me performed by yours truly, Michael Kim Lewis. Thank you for listening.
Is my ex-wife here or am I just having a nightmare?
Oh, you